perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, in other words, boastful, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady means reckless, high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. From such turn away from. For of this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women that are laden with sins, led astray with diverse lusts, ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of truth. Let me tell you some things. There was a lot of things said in here, right? When I read that, did you think about the last days? Okay, so do you recognize some of these things in the last days that we're facing now? Let me go through. It says the last days, perilous times shall come. Hard times shall come in the last days. People will be lovers of themselves. In other words, they're going to do whatever they feel like it. I love myself so much, I'm going to look out for myself. I ain't worried about nobody else. Isn't that kind of what today's message is all about? Mm-hmm. It's funny. What do we do when we get on social media? What do most people do?
Think about themselves.
And they take selfies, right?
Yeah. Yes.
It's funny how everything that's around social media is centered around how you behave, how I look at me, I want likes. And it's, go ahead, what you want to say?
So you basically don't want us to go to electronics all the time?
Judah, he's still talking.
Judah.
He's in a minute.
It's going to a place, but that's not the problem. Electronics is not really the problem. The problem is when it diverts our attention away from God. That's why he said lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God. So he lists some things that will take your pleasures of God away and turn them towards yourself. Do you understand? So God is saying, okay, if you find pleasure in me, then you'll find yourself doing less of these things. So when we go here and we go, perilous times shall come, for men shall be lovers of themselves, there should be covetous, there should be boasters. They're boasting in everything that they do. Look at me, I got this, I got that, I got this, I'm that. They blaspheme God. Okay, we already know that. Half of the time, anything that has to do with God, they tell you it's whack. They're disobedient to their parents. I mean, unthankful for anything that God's got them. They're always looking for the next thing because they're not looking at God. They're looking at what somebody else has. So it's hard to be thankful when you're not even looking at your surroundings. You're not looking at from where you came from, how God has stretched you, where God took you from. When you focus on other things and other people more than focusing on God, what happens is you're never happy. You're always looking for that next thing because you're looking at somebody else. Or you're comparing yourself to somebody else. Stop doing that. God is saying, look where I brought you and look where I'm going to take you. Your journey is not finished. So that leads right next to the next one, which is covetous. You're coveting somebody else's things. Look where they are. I wish I had what they had. But you don't even know what they went through to get it or if they even enjoyed it. Yeah.
Okay.
I said give it.